guys! So today I'm going to be filming the second episode of my Keep On Keepin' On series, and the first episode I filmed earlier this summer. It was when I was in the hospital earlier this summer, and I got such positive feedback from you guys just wanting to know more and to know more about my story and just to know how I stay positive. So of course I decided to film another episode for you guys. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have lupus and I have a pretty bad case of it. So that's just kind of one of my biggest obstacles, I would say, which is what I'm going to be mostly talking about in this video, and different things that I've gone through. I'm not going to say every single thing just because I've had a lot of different hospital visits and just things happen during just my life. So that would just be a really long video. So I'm just going to kind of tell you guys just things that jump out at me just so I can kind of, just kind of create a little story for you guys. And then I'm going to tell you guys just how I stay positive with it all. And I have some notes just on some paper here. So if you guys hear any paper rattling, that is what this is. So with that said, let's get started. So basically I was a pretty normal kid. I went to a private preparatory school from junior kindergarten through 8th grade. Things were all pretty normal up until middle school, I would say, maybe around 7th grade, I think. I just started getting really achy and would just have a lot of trouble with my bones, and then 8th grade just got pretty bad. Went through so many doctor's appointments, so many like labs and blood drawings and x-rays and all kinds of stuff like that. And then midway through my 8th grade year, I was diagnosed with lupus. So basically what lupus is, it's an autoimmune chronic illness where your own antibodies will attack at your own body. So basically what that means is, how I like to kind of explain it to my friends who don't understand what it is. Think about when you have like a flu virus or any virus at all, or any sickness, your body will create antibodies to attack at that virus and to kill it so you'll be healthy again. Basically what lupus is your body will think that parts of your own self are foreign, so it will create antibodies to attack at that. And so of course that's not good. Your body's basically attacking at itself, and so that's basically the best way I can explain it to you guys. So ever since then, the rest of my 8th grade year was okay, and then in 9th grade, I started high school. I started the IB program, an International Baccalaureate program at a public school in my area, and things were going really well. I had all A's. Towards the end of the first semester of that, I just got really sick. I got a flu, and then ever since the flu, the things just spiraled down, and the lupus actually began attacking at my brain. Things were really hard. I had a really great work ethic, so it was just really hard for me to know that things were going to be harder and different. So I was in the hospital. I remember having IVs in my hands, typing up essays, trying to keep up. And I ended IB first semester with all A's, so it was just a great accomplishment for me. But then it just started getting worse, and basically it was attacking at my brain, so I couldn't think clearly. I couldn't remember things that people would tell me. It would take me a long time to read. It's just a couple paragraphs. I had really bad depression, and the lupus was just attacking at my brain, and that was a really hard winter break, and I started chemotherapy because there was really nothing else for them to do. And so yeah, I lost all my hair. Things got a little bit better, but then I enrolled at a private Catholic school just because my parents thought it'd be better for me to be in private school with smaller classes and easier access to teachers. But I had to leave because it was just, I was just too sick. So I ended up finishing my freshman year doing virtual school. And then I got better. I continued chemotherapy treatments from, I believe, December of 2009 to like August or July or August. And so several months of chemotherapy. That was a really tough time, not fun, lost all my hair, but I did have wigs. Yeah, it was a really tough time. And then in 10th grade, things got a little bit better. I went back to the private Catholic school, and I joined the cheerleading team. I made some great friends. Things were pretty good up until 11th grade. I got shingles. I was in the hospital during my birthday, at the end of spring break. I was in hospital for 17 days, just in excruciating pain. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those commercials of the shingles that kind of tells you how bad it is. It is 10 times worse than that. Basically, I had it all like around my legs, and it's basically your legs, or wherever it is on your body, just burns to the bone, and it itches, and I have scars from it. It was just an awful experience. I was so sick, in so much pain, couldn't walk. I couldn't walk for most of the time. The last couple days I was in the hospital, I was able to start walking again, and I took my first like new steps. It was really, really hard. But in that, again, with my work ethic, I was doing homework completely through that. I had my friends bring my books to the hospital and have them help me with some things. I was emailing the teachers. I had, like, for example, like with my math homework, I would do, just do the homework in the hospital, and I would take a picture of it with my phone and then email it to my teacher for him to grade it. So that's kind of how I worked, and I just tried to keep up that way. So yeah, so I got out of the hospital and had my final exams at school, and everything was great, and I had a great senior year. I had, a couple hospital stuff, but nothing major. I had some things in my throat that had to be taken out, but nothing major. And I had a phenomenal freshman year at Florida State University. My first year of college was great. I had a few medical issues, but nothing major. And then basically that's all of everything up until this summer. So yeah, this summer I was in the hospital again, another lupus flare. I have lupus flares from time to time, and I had a really bad virus, and I had to get a lumbar puncture and everything, and it was just awful. But you know what? I made it through, and here I am right now. I know there was a whole lot of other things that happened throughout my life with lupus and hospitalizations and whatnot, but that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. And I am here right now talking to you guys, and I have a smile on my face, and things are okay. A lot of people ask me how I stay positive, and a lot of people, unless I tell them, I guess I'm telling you guys now, so I feel like people that I know will probably figure out if they watch my videos, but people don't really know. People are just always very surprised when I tell them different things that I've gone through. They're like, chemotherapy? You've had chemotherapy? You go to the hospital different times? You get your blood drawn so often? What? And like, how are you so positive about it, And the thing is, you really have to think, everybody has a hardship. Yes, this is what I have to deal with, but I'm not the only one, A lot of times in the beginning when I was going through all of this, I would think, why me? Why? Out of every other person in the world, why do I have to deal with this? But what's the point in thinking like that? This was given to me for a reason, and I just have to accept that, And God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. So there is a reason why God gave this to me. And maybe that's because he wanted me to be here talking to you guys and helping you guys out with whatever issues or problems you guys are working with. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's not. Who knows? So I have a really bad case of lupus. I do, and I know that, and I know that that's going to give me limitations. Like, for instance, I can't go to the beach in the middle of the day for a while with my friends, because I know that with lupus comes sensitive skin, so I know I can't do that. I know I can't be always out partying or whatever with my friends all the time, because, well, for one, that's not good. But anyway, I know that my body needs sleep. Like, it needs it. It needs to rest so that everything can be regulated, and so I don't have a bad flare-up. Like, I know that. So I know, and there's other things, I have to take medicines in the morning, a lot of medicines. I have to get every week this summer I've had to get my blood drawn pretty much. I have regular doctor visits. There are so many different things that I have to do because of lupus and things that I can't do. But you know what? The way that you get positive or feel positive is to realize that those are things that maybe I can't do, but there are so many things that I can do, There's so many things that I can do, and there's so many things that I am doing that are positive. And so why do I need to focus on the negative stuff? I know it's there, it's there, but I don't need to focus on it. Looking back, I kind of see my work ethic, more, and I see why people were so amazed. I was really, really sick when I was in the hospital. Just to know that I set my alarms, I got myself up in the hospital bed, doing my work, keeping up in school, like that's something that I feel I have to pat, 16-year-old Courtney and 15-year-old Courtney on the back for doing that. I didn't let lupus win. I didn't let it win. And because of that, I'm here right now. I can be positive about it. And I know that because in the past I could do it, I can do it in the future. I can keep on going. So maybe, maybe tomorrow I'll have a bad day. Maybe I'll get sick, whatever. But I can remember that, I was sick way back then and I overcame it, so I can do it again. So I might be having a bad day, but it's not a bad life. So I'm telling you guys, I know everybody has hardships. Everybody has something, which is why it's so important to just be nice to everybody, because you never know what somebody's dealing with. So I promise you guys that you can do whatever it is you set your mind to. Yes, maybe you have some limitations like I do because of, you know, health or whatever, but there are so many different things that you can do, and you just have to find that inner strength in yourself to say, you know what, I am okay, and you know what, I can do this. I can do this. Say that to yourself right now. Just whatever you might be going through, just tell yourself that you can do it. You can take the necessary steps to get from point A to point B, because you know, God gave this battle to you because He knew that you could overcome it. He knew that. And I promise you, you can do it. You can be whoever you want to be. It's just up to you to find who that person is. So, you know, I used to be just, you know, when I first, you know, got diagnosed and everything, I was really, really depressed, really just upset about what I had, just not in a good state of mind and everything. But, you know, I was able to, you know, with the help of my family and friends and just finding my inner strength to turn that around. So, you know, whatever it is in your life that you want to change, you can change it. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe you were like me and you're just very negative with things. Well, you know what, right now, you can change that. You can, you know, decide, you know what, I'm going to put that behind me, and from this point on forward, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be nice to people. I'm going to just be the best person I can be. You can do that. You can make that change right now. Or maybe, you know, maybe you work a job that you don't like because you decided not to go to college, or you didn't do the right training for it or something. Well, you know what? Right now you can decide, you know what? I'm going to register for classes and I'm going to get my degree, or I'm going to, you know, continue working hard and working towards what I want to do. You can change your path. You can change it at any time. So even though things might not be how you want them right now, you can change it and make it how you want it to be. Basically, whatever your hardship may be, you're not stuck in it. You know, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, always. I'm living proof of that right now. I've been in several dark tunnels, not literally, you know, I mean, just with the lupus and everything, but I've made it through. Whatever your hardship may be, also know that it doesn't define you. Lupus, it doesn't define me. Lupus is something that I have. I am not lupus. Lupus does not define me. So, you know, I define me. I decide what I want to do. I decide who I want to be, and so can you. I'm telling you guys, so can you. And I know that there are low points in all of our lives. We all go through things. We have to really remember that it's a bad day at times, but it's not a bad life. And, you know, the quote that I said in my first video that's really important to me, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to accept the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, you know, I can't change the fact that I have lupus. I can't. So I just need to accept it and move on, you know? Just accept it and move on and live your life. So, you know, it's your life. You can do it. You can overcome any obstacles. I'm telling you guys. So make it a great day and make it a great life, because I believe in you and I know you can do it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope it provided some inspiration for you guys and that it helped you get through or helped, you know, continue get through whatever it is that you're going through. And feel free to, if you want to talk, just leave me a comment, or if you want something more personal, feel free to send me a message. I would love to talk to any of you guys. And yes, I have gotten a lot more into blogging, so eventually I will do a blog post kind of about this, talking a little bit more about, you know, my story and positivity. But I hope that this video really helped you guys out. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So I will talk to you guys in my next one, and have a great day or night, and make it a good life. Bye!